Hello friends, and welcome back to Swift Lessons for another by request song tutorial. In today's session, I'm going to be breaking down the Chris Cornell version of the Prince classic, Nothing Compares to You, though I'm sure you're more familiar with the 1990 Sinead O'Connor version. Now, I'm going to be taking you through the chord progressions and more notably the strumming patterns for the intro, verse, and chorus sections, and I think you'll find that there's a ton of really essential rhythm techniques built into this song. Now, this also gives me the opportunity to introduce to you a microphone which is quickly becoming my favorite vocal mic. This is the SV33 by Earthworks. Now, this is an extremely well-made, high-definition microphone built right here in the United States. And you're actually hearing it on my voice right now, completely undoctored, no special effects. You can tell it's just got a really nice, warm, clear, pristine sound, and it delivers that time and time again. So the SV33, in my opinion, the perfect addition to any serious recording artist or studio owner's mic arsenal. I'll put some information about that in the description. Now, we're going to get started with a full demonstration of the tune. You can follow along using the tab and chord sheet at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Let's get started. 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's been 7 hours and 15 days since you took your love away. I go out all night and sleep all day since you took your love away. Since you've been gone, I can do whatever I want. I can see whoever I choose. I can eat my dinner at a fancy restaurant, but nothing can take away these blues. 'Cause nothing compares to you. It's been so lonely without you here, like a bird without a song. And nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me, where did I go wrong? I could put my arms around any girl I choose, but it just reminds me of you. I went to the doctor and guess what he told me? He said, boy, you better try to have fun no matter what you do. But he's a fool, 'cause nothing compares to you. You planted, mama, in the backyard, all died when you went away. And I know that living with me, baby, is sometimes hard, but I'm willing to give it another try. 'Cause nothing compares Okay, close look at the fretboard and also my strum in hand, getting started with our intro section. We're in standard tuning, key of C major. Okay, so here we're going to be discovering a lot of the chord changes and strumming patterns that we'll be using throughout the entire song. Getting started with a slow demonstration. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Okay, and we'll be applying that exact same chord progression to the verse section as well. Okay, breaking that down chord by chord, starting with the C major. We have the 3rd fret of the A string, 2nd fret of the D string, 1st fret of the B string. We're strumming from the A string down. Let's learn the strumming pattern that we're going to be utilizing throughout the entire song. It's very common to rock and pop. Sounds like this. A little bit slower, it's down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. It really helps to recite saying the directions of each strum. Down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So recite that a few times through, then see if you can apply it to the guitar. Now, every once in a while, Chris will throw in his pinky to the 3rd fret of the D string. It's a C sus chord, okay? And you can do that right at the end of this strumming pattern, which is 2 measures in length. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, and 2, and just like that. So right at the end, we're gonna play down, up, down, up. He's playing. Okay, and then that will get you to the next chord, which is G/B. 2nd fret of the A string, and the 3rd frets of the B and high E strings. We're going to give that the same exact strumming pattern. Okay, you put those 2 chords together and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, C. G/B. Okay, next we're going to A minor, 2nd fret of the D, 2nd fret of the G, 1st fret of the B string, strumming from the A string down. And as a quick note, throughout the entire tune, you can take the ring finger off and make this A minor 7 if you prefer that flavor. It's actually a little bit easier to sing to because the melody very often involves that G note. Okay, so same exact strumming pattern over A minor. Before we go to the C major chord, then to the G chord with a nice little riff that's very recognizable. Sounds like this. One more time, C to G. So we're throwing in that sus4 again, that pinky going to the 3rd fret of the D string. The C chord strumming pattern is down, down, up, down with the pinky at it. Then we're going to play down, up without it. Okay, so. Then jump to the G chord and play down, down, up, down, up. Throwing in some 8th note strums there at the end. Okay, playing through the entire intro section, which is also going to be used in the verse section. Sounds like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, C. G/B. A minor. C. Okay, so more or less that's what you'll be playing throughout the song. You'll probably change things up as you start singing and responding to the vocal melody a little bit. Okay, very good everybody. You have the intro section down. Now we're going to apply everything that we just learned to the verse. You can follow along using your chord sheet and also this very handy strumming guide that I've created in your PDF document at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Okay, so getting started, we're going to apply that intro chord progression and strumming pattern 3 times. Once we've gotten through that, we're going to throw in the progression that on your rhythm sheet we're calling progression B of the verse. Okay, it's going to sound like this, starting with the C major chord. So it starts off the same, goes to the A minor, we're gonna go E major. Okay, so that is how you play verse number 1. Now, not all the verses are going to be the exact same. Sometimes he throws in an F chord. We'll get there when we get there. Now it's time to jump into the first chorus. Okay, very good, everyone. You have the intro and the first verse down. Now we're jumping into chorus number 1, which will be played differently than the other choruses throughout the song. It's going to sound like this, getting started with my B flat major chord. 1, 2, 3. 'Cause nothing compares. Got the F chord there. Nothing compares to you. Down, up, down, up. And that gets me into the second verse. Okay, so that began with a B flat major chord. First, I'm going to show you how I play it, then I'll show you a more beginner-friendly version of it for those of you who are not used to bar chord shapes. Alright, so I have my first finger on the first fret of the A string, then my ring finger is going to bar across the D, G, and B string, making sure that my finger is placed directly behind the fret for a nice clean tone. The high E string is going to be muted. Okay, alternatively, you can play this chord shape with 3 fingers fretted on the D, G, and B string if you want to get that high E string involved. And if you're not used to your bar chord shapes, just take that index finger and drop it down to the high E string first fret and strum from the D string down. That's a very convenient go-around for those of you who are not yet used to your bar chord shapes. On this chord, we're going to strum down, 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 up. Okay, then we're going to transition to an F major chord. Here we're going to strum down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so for this chord, I'm barring the first fret. I've got the 3rd frets of the A and D and the 2nd fret of the G string. Now this is another bar chord shape, so if you're not used to your bars, you can just take your index finger and go down to the B string and high E string and just bar those 2 strings, making this chord technically an F/C chord. Okay, so far you have the B flat. Nothing compares. Down, up, repeat. Nothing compares. Down, up. Then strum the G chord and sing to you. Alright, then we gotta feel the rhythm and play down, up to get yourself into the next verse. You put all that together and we have one, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and alright, now we're ready to jump into verse number 2. Okay, tremendous work, everybody. So far you have the intro, verse 1, and chorus 1. Now we're jumping into verse number 2, which is just going to be a little bit different than verse number 1. It'll start off the exact same way with progression A. So we have the C chord. It's been so lonely without you here. The A minor chord. The C. Now the next progression is going to be a variation to this. This is going to be new. We're going to replace that C to G change for an F major chord. So, the C chord. Nothing can stop these lonely tears from falling. Tell me. A minor. Where did I go? F major chord, same strumming pattern. Then the third progression is just going to be a repeat of progression A. So just that C to G/B, A minor, the C riff going to G. I could put my arms around any girl I choose. The A minor chord, the C. Alright, then we're going to change things up once again. We have the C major chord, starts off exactly like we've been doing. Went to the doctor and guess what he told me? A minor. And then we're gonna play E major. E7. Take your ring finger off for down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so the final 3 chords of this section are A minor. Boy, you better try to have fun. No matter. E major, E7, and that'll get you into chorus number 2. Okay, very good friends, moving right along to chorus number 2. This is going to be just a little bit different than chorus number 1. The main difference, the second repetition of the B flat major chord is going to be replaced for just a regular A minor chord. So a little bit simpler in that regard. The other difference, the G major chord will be extended with a very specific strumming pattern. Playing through chorus number 2 instrumentally, it's going to sound like this, starting with B flat major. 1, 2, 3, 4, B flat, F, A minor, G, G, G. Okay, then that will get you into the instrumental section. Okay, so the trickiest part of what I just played was the G major chord, making sure that you have the right strumming pattern, and also that you know where to place the lyrics to you, because that's going to come in at an odd place, the third beat of measure number 2. So counting through that second chorus, it's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, and F2, 3, and 4, and A2, 3, 4, and now here comes the G chord. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and 1, 2, 3, 4, and 1, 2, 3, and 4, and. Okay, so that was down, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So it's the exact same strumming pattern that you've been doing over the other chords, but we're just holding everything out for 3 measures. Then we're going to the C major chord to start the instrumental section. Let's see if you can sing and play through that second chorus now. 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing compares. Down, up, down. Nothing compares. Down, up, down, up, down. To you. Down, up, C. Alright, it should sound exactly like that. Okay, great everybody. With chorus 2 complete, now we're jumping into the instrumental section. Now, I'm not going to show you how to play my solo. I'm going to save that for a follow-up lesson, which I'll have out to you ASAP. I'm just going to show you Chris's chord changes and rhythm. So this section is going to consist of progression A and progression B of the first verse. Then we're going to go into a variation of the chorus progression. So it starts off with the C chord. You know exactly what to do. The C. G/B, A minor, you do A minor 7 if you want, C, G, then to the B progression, C, G/B, A minor, and then E major. Now looking at line number 3, following along on your chord sheet, we're going to go to the B flat, the F, is that of the chorus, A minor, G, and this is where he's going to throw in a little bit of a variation just for this instrumental section, the E minor. With that main strumming pattern applied, then the G major chord, same exact strumming pattern. Alright, and then that will get you into verse number 3. Okay, tremendous everybody. We have the intro, we have verse number 1, we have chorus 1, verse number 2, and chorus number 2, and also the instrumental section. Next we would have verse number 3. That's going to be very, very simple, just the A progression, then the B progression. So nothing new there. Now we're ready for the final section, chorus number 3. Demonstrating chorus number 3, it's going to be basically the same as chorus number 2, but doubled. Then we're going to throw in an E minor chord and resolve to C. It's going to sound like this. 1, 2, 3, B flat, the F, A minor, G, 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 B flat, F, A minor, G, down, up, down, up, down, 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 up, down, down, up, down, up. So So all of that is stuff that you've already done. I don't need to elaborate any further on that, because next we're going to go to the E minor chord, and this is how we're going to end the tune. The E minor, down, down, up, down, up, down, down, up, down, up, and then just take a C major chord and strum nice and slow to resolve and end the song. Congratulations everybody, you're ready to perform. Alright friends, thanks so much for checking out this lesson on the Chris Cornell version of Nothing Compares to You. I hope you enjoyed it. Big thanks to my patrons at patreon.com/swiftlessons. Thanks so much for your support. I hope you're enjoying your extra resources. Thanks to you guys, I got many more lessons coming up, so keep checking back. Please subscribe, please share. This is Rob at Swift Guitar Lessons in Philadelphia saying happy picking.